GST Act Key Terms, Definition and Meaning, Part 6. 61. GSTIN versus PAN. What's the difference between GSTIN and PAN? PAN is your permanent tax ID for income tax. GSTIN is your 15-digit registration ID for GST. Is GSTIN based on PAN? Yes, GSTIN includes your PAN state code and a check digit. Can I have multiple GSTINs? Yes, one for each state you operate in. 62. GST on gifts. Are gifts under GST taxable? If gifts exceed $50,000 in value to an employee in a year, yes, GST applies. What if they're below $50,000? Then they're exempt. Can I claim ITC on gifts? No, ITC is blocked on goods services given as gifts. 63. GST return filing due dates. What are the GST return filing due dates? GSTR1 is due on the 11th of next month. GSTR3B is due by the 20th. QRMP scheme. File GSTR3B quarterly. Pay tax monthly by 25th. Annual return? GSTR9 is due by the 31st of December following the financial year. 64. GST and e-commerce sellers. Do e-commerce sellers need GST registration? Yes, compulsory, even if turnover is below 20 lakhs. Why? Because you sell via platforms like Amazon or Flipkart, mandatory under GST law. Any TCS? Yes, e-commerce operators deduct 1% TCS on your sales. 65. NIL GST return. What is a NIL GST return? It's a return you file when there are no sales, purchases, or tax liability. Is it compulsory? Yes. Skipping it leads to late fees even if your turnover is zero. Can I file it quickly? Yes. File GSTR3B NIL return in one click via SMS or portal. 66. GST on advance payment for services. Is GST applicable on advance payment for services? Yes. GST must be paid when the advance is received. What if the service is canceled? Issue a refund and a credit note to adjust GST liability. Invoice needed? Not immediately, but payment receipt must be reported. 67. GST applicability on discounts. Are discounts taxable under GST? Discounts given before or at the time of sale, shown on invoice, are not taxable. What about post-sale discounts? Allowed only if pre-agreed and credit note is issued. Can I reduce GST on them? Yes. If both conditions are met, you can adjust your tax liability. 68. GST for freelancers. Do freelancers need GST registration? Yes, if your turnover exceeds 20 lakh, 10 lakh for any states. What if I work for clients abroad? Export of services is zero rated, no GST, but you must file returns. ITC for freelancers? Yes, you can claim ITC on business expenses. 69. GST for transport services. Is transport service taxable under GST? Yes, goods transport agencies, GTAs, are taxable. Who pays GST, transporter or receiver? Often under reverse charge, the recipient pays. What's the rate? 5% without ITC or 12% with ITC. Choose one. 70. GST exemption for agriculture. Is agriculture exempt from GST? Yes, supply of farm produce by a cultivator is exempt. What about agricultural services? Services like harvesting, tilling, and warehousing of produce are exempt. Are agri-inputs like fertilizer exempt? No, they are taxed at concessional rates like 5%.